and good morning, depending on the timing, which time zone you are in. But let me know if you can see me, you can hear me, everything is working all right. Let me know in the chat box very quickly. I can see the messages coming in. मैं एक बार ऑडियो सेट कर लेता हूँ. Let me just check my audio. Okay, my audio seems to be good, right? Okay, perfect. And let me just open the resources um, that we have prepared for you, and then we are good to go. Okay, just give me 30 more seconds. I'm just opening the resources. We have prepared something special for you. Okay, and that's something that you're gonna see right now. I'm just opening everything. Okay, cool. Okay, so people, uh, yeah, it seems like my audio video seems to be all good, right? Okay. Okay. So, how many of you were there in the last session also? Type one in the chat box very quickly. Okay, cool. And what all things did you implement? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, I created my first sales page, created an ebook, okay, created a topic. My very first session, created a digital product along with the bumps. Okay, nice. Watch tutorials, created editing first product, thinking about the product to sell. Okay. I mean, see, this is the game of launching multiple products, at least in the beginning. I mean, you learn with practice. You learn with multiple practice. And then you start getting a knack of, okay, you know what, this is something which I'm more inclined to. This is something which I am more connected to. This is something that is coming naturally to me much better. So all those things. But initially, rather than investing a lot of time in thinking, just invest a lot of time in doing. Because there are so many skills in while in practice you will be able to grab. Okay, created a topic. Okay, salespeople, sales page. Okay, yeah. Research based product ideas and narrowed down on few ideas. Okay, good. I missed the first session. Is the recording to watch? Blaine, we have already added the recordings inside timeline nomination, and we have sent the recording emails also. Towards the end of this session, let me just show you how to figure out the recording. Okay, how to find the recording. Okay, created the ebook. Okay, good. Uh, done with the sales page, done with the payment gateway. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so pretty much what was the topic of the first session? That was to figure out your idea. And I mean, if we can go one step ahead, if we can, create the product, if we can launch the product, that is like one step ahead. But as per the agenda was just to figure out the ideas and narrow down the ideas. So that is something which I'm seeing that almost everybody has been able to do. Okay, yeah, thank you, thank you. I'm seeing this uh, real good message by Shannon. Your chat GPTs were unbelievably helpful. Okay, thank you so much. And let's wait for what you are going to see today. Okay. Uh, Rajendra Singh has shared his sales page. Okay, we will get to it later on. Other is decided. Okay, 100% agree. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so what prompt do we need to put in the sales page? Let's go step by step. Okay, the agenda of the first session was to identify the topics. The agenda of the second session is to create your product. And the agenda of the third session is to create your funnel. So this is something that we are going to cover in the next session. Let's focus on today's topic, that is to create the product. Okay. Very let's suppose straight to the point thing is that we what we wanted to do for you was, because this is something that I've been telling you multiple times, that we need to get into the game of the probability of trying out so many times, that when we try out so many times we know that definitely one of the things is definitely going to work. Because most people, what they do is they launch hardly one or two offers, maybe in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But the place where I'm trying to take you to is that you can launch one product per day. And if that is something that we can do, we know for a fact that something will click. And over a period of time, since we are doing it repeatedly, and I don't literally mean 1 hour per day, that that you just have to spend 1 hour per day. But what I really mean, and so sorry, I have a throat infection. Okay, today we were very actually close that we might have to postpone this session. Like 2 days back, it was so bad, but yeah, now it's much better. And this is the much better condition, by the way. So 2 days back it was like too bad. Okay, so um so here's what I mean. Okay, I literally don't mean that you're launching one product per day. What I literally mean is that you have the arsenal, you have the firepower to be able to launch one product per day. Okay, so here's the thing: if we have launched a product, we genuinely want to spend more time into the product, in optimizing the sales page and optimizing the ads and doing everything. So it's not like that we just have to be plain sighted in terms of key daily we need to launch something. But let's suppose, if let's say we have done a product for 4 or 5 days, and we feel like no, I'm this part is probably not working out. So can you launch another product in one more day? The answer is yes. So that is the equation in which I want you to get down to, right? So in the first session, you could see that we were able to come up with multiple topics, number of topics, with the help of a simple prompt and custom GPTs, right? Now, in this session, what you are going to see is the kind of ebook content. And see, this session is going to be just specifically focused on the ebook content. Okay, if you want to create applications, you can work with the developers, coders. I showed you some marketplaces in the last session that you can buy ready-made apps from. At the same time, vibe coding is something which is very popular right now. You can try and code yourself. All these things are something which you can do. However, I'm just going to focus on the ebook type, because that is something which is super easy to create, and very relevant for everybody and anybody, right? So let's suppose, if we have identified a topic, what we want to do is, at the end of the day, this is something which I shared in the last session also multiple times, that at the end of the day, what we always want to do is that the product that ultimately gets into the hands of your customers has to be good enough. And now, is it really possible, even with AI, that we have an idea today, but we can write a really good ebook maybe in a single day? Let me know. Yes, no, whatever you think. Okay, good. And what we are talking about is something that really, is actionable, to the point, and it's not like surface level information, and it's not like just AI generated information. It's something that, that goes deeper. So what we are going to be helping you today with is something which is going to be a process of two GPTs. Okay. The last session, the GPT that we gave you last time, that is a separate GPT, which is the job of that GPT was to generate the ideas. Now, to actually come up with the final ebook content, we will be using two different GPTs today. The first one is something which is specialized in finding the information, and most importantly, finding the right information. Because for every topic, if we now just think about it, for every topic, they are like, you know, maybe 100,000, 200,000, maybe millions of, I don't know, maybe blog posts, articles, videos, something or the other is there. right? So how to find out the right topics, and from out of all those right topics, how to identify the right information, and out of all of that right information, how to synthesize it and convert it into the right ebook, which comes out as a quality ebook. That is something that you will be able to do within maybe 15 to 20 minutes with the help of these two custom GPTs. Since these are custom GPTs, the good thing is it's not something which will take any costing, because custom GPTs are free as long as you are on Chat GPT, right? So that is something that we are going to do today. Are we good? Is the context clear? And most importantly, are you excited? Right? Type E in the chat box. Say if that is something that we are able to achieve today. So what we are gonna do now is I will take a couple of ideas from the chat box. Okay. Can your emails and your messages are too hard to ignore? Okay. So I'm gonna take some topics from the chat box. Okay. Okay. Let's suppose if I take this topic, Ruchika, natural remedies ebook. Ruchika, so what are we nailing down it with? Natural remedies ebook for any particular topic or like generic? Okay, I feel this is a good topic. AI tools for teachers. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this. AI tools for teachers. And AI tools for teachers so that they can be ahead in their niche, something like that, right? Okay, and maybe I'm gonna take this topic as well. So the second topic that I have got from Manav is postpartum transformation plan. Okay, so I feel that this is like a good set of topics that we have got from the audience, and I guess relevant topics, and most importantly, the kind of topics which everybody can relate with, and how to actually relate with, and actually sensitive topic also, the second one. So let's see the kind of information that we are able to come up with. Okay. In fact, I'm liking this third topic also. So I'm just duplicating my tab, and I'm gonna take this topic also. Maybe there would be quite a few people who would be interested in this topic also. How many of you would love to know more information on this? Improve your credit score to 750 in 90 days. Okay, good topics, right? Okay, so this is the first GPT. I've opened the same GPT in three different tabs. Okay, the GPT is a faceless research engine, and what we are gonna do is I need help deep research for the ebook that I'm creating. In all the three tabs, I'm entering the same thing. नहीं. Okay, let me just refresh this. Okay, people, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Okay. So can anybody give me the three topics that we just note down, because the chat is like too aggressive for me to be able to keep it saved. Yeah. So the first one is thought idea, AI tools for teachers. Okay. Second, target audience. Who is it for and their current level? Um, Teachers. Let's say teaching in schools. Okay. And the final format is ebook. Okay, so this is the first topic that we are giving to this particular uh, chat. Second topic is, one second, postpartum transformation plan. Okay. Okay, straightforward it is. And third is, yeah, thanks so much. Okay, improve your credit score to 715 90 days. Um, People with less CIBIL score. And third, again, we need ebook. Or maybe in this case, ebook plus maybe checklist. Okay. Okay. So once we have started with it, it is going to ask us some questions. Okay. Research plan for AI tools for teachers, teachers teaching in school, power format ebook. Angle one, what we need, this is this and this. Angle two, proven method. Okay, so it is gonna give us a few things. You can choose to read the whole thing, or you can choose to ignore. I mean, ideally you should be reading the whole thing, but you can ignore for right now, right? And if you approve this plan, I will begin phase two, systematic research, angle by angle, and assemble the full knowledge document at the end. So if you will see, people, this is important. Okay, what we have done with this custom GPT is we have given it the instructions that it has to go through minimum 30 plus sources up to 50. And based on the topic, it identifies the resources based on the hierarchy of what is going to be the topic, what is going to be the most relevant, let's say, research place for that particular topic. And based on that, it is going to come up with the quality information, because every GPT has a limit of the number of searches it can do. So we cannot waste the searches in the places in which we are not going to find quality information. So in the backend, the whole custom GPT has been created in a way that it will come up with high quality information by doing the researching plan, that these are the places that I'm going to look for this particular topic. Is this clear? Okay. So okay, so this plan is good to go. Okay, so we are going to give the approval for this particular plan. Same thing is for postpartum, and below is phase one. If there is any question, we will answer. If there is no question, then we will simply say, okay, we are good to go. Okay, so approve. And if you will see in this one, it has written 45 searches. Okay, plus additional searches if any angle is thin. So we have approved this particular plan. And the third one, yeah, the screen is shared. Let me disable my screen sharing and let me enable it again. Okay. So this is part one of it, in which it is finding the right set of information. If you will see, it is going through a lot of sites right now. Have a look at this. Classwork.com, AI for education, feedback suits, Edutopia, ChatGPT, something, 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 based on the topic. Let's have a look at this one. Pharma, The Guardian, Mayo Clinic, NHS Live, eatingwell.com, right? Let's have a look at this one. Pesa Bazaar, Bajaj Finserv, Paytm, Good, right? So this is how it's gonna come up with all the topics, and this is how it's gonna come up with the right information. So right now, what is happening is it is gonna find a lot of information, and it is gonna provide us in a moderately structured format. Now, what we are gonna do is once we have found all the right information, then we are gonna go into the third GPT, which is this one, that takes care of the creation of the ebook. And this one is gonna compress it into the right ebook format, and it's gonna create the right ebook for us. Okay. So It will take some time. It will come up with some good high quality content. So it will take like 2.5 minutes to come up with the whole thing. Aditi, yes. Okay. Is this the chat GPT from Google? No, this is custom GPT that we have created. I will share the link. Okay, so in the last session also we shared multiple custom GPTs link, and this session also I will add the link side over here. Okay. Okay, so this is something which is a relevant question which I need to answer, and the question is that do people pay for ebook which is created by AI? So Gopi, see, we need to answer this question. The answer is that um, when people are paying, okay, nobody knows the solution has been created by, by typing, by AI, by somebody who has handwritten it. Nobody knows because there is just a sales page. If your sales page is good, the sales are going to happen. It's a totally transparent, non fluff answer. If the sales page is good, people will pay for it. It's as simple as that. Now our job is, as an ethical business person, that we give a good product to them, right? So that's what we are trying to do. And at the end of the day, if we are able to give high quality product to our customers, high quality information to our customers, and it moves them from a place which is A to B, or maybe A to C, or maybe A to D, whatever promise that we have made them, if we are able to deliver on that, nobody cares if the product was, created by AI or what. I mean, you tell me, if a product is created by AI and gives you the exact outcome versus a product which is not created by AI but fails to deliver to you the exact outcome, what product are you going to prefer? The answer is pretty simple, right? You customers actually want the exact outcome. If we are able to deliver on that, then it's job done, right? And this is something which is Rishabh is asking, and Rishabh is saying most people in India don't give value to ebook. They just want video content. Is this correct, Rishabh? Probably I'm the only person or one of the only people sitting in India right now who can answer this question for you, because on our platform every single day thousands of ebooks are getting sold every single day. So this answer is not something that can be given to you by even 0.1% of the population of India, but I can actually give you this answer. The answer is people, at the end of the day, people pay for what exactly is going to give them the outcome. The pricing can change, the authority can change, all these things can of course change, but if the solution is something that is being provided to them, and those of you who attended the last session, see, the problem is, if you miss the first session, then you missed out on seeing we did the research in the first session, and I showed how to do the research in the first session, in which you are able to figure out yourself how exactly people are selling these solutions. And there are so many people who are selling these solutions. Okay. Do we get the recording of the first session? We have already added it. It's the right there inside timeline nomination. And at the end of the session, I will show you where to find the recording. Okay. Let's focus on the second session right now. Okay, so if you will see, your knowledge document is ready, and we can paste this into the Product Writer Pro. Okay, so we'll just copy this. You can see, you can go through this, you can read this whole thing, but right now I'm just gonna paste this into this one. Just ensure one thing, that once you have pasted the knowledge document, so the first GPT is going to give you the knowledge document. Okay, once you have got the knowledge document, um just do one thing, and that is go to the top of the knowledge document, and just remove this redundant part at the top of it. So we will just start by knowledge document, okay, right over here. And if you will go to the bottom, so at the bottom of it, there can be some unnecessary information, maybe a couple of lines. Yeah, this one. Your knowledge document is ready. Copy this entire output. So we are gonna remove this, and then we are good to go. And I'm just gonna paste this. Okay. So this is the first product that we are creating right now. And let's create the two more products. I believe the knowledge document for the other two products would also be ready right now. Okay, so this is the knowledge document which is ready. I'm gonna paste this right over here. If you will see, for this particular topic, it has done the research in 47 different resources. Okay, so I'm gonna just gonna scroll up, delete this particular additional two lines. So we just need to delete these additional two lines at the middle of the document and at the top of the document. Okay, so just follow what I'm doing, and you just paste it right over here. Okay, and now we'll go into the third GPT, and we'll copy the third GPT knowledge content. So classroom AI one we have started, postpartum one we have started. I guess we are left with this one. Yeah. Okay. So if you will see, we are just gonna copy this, and we'll paste this into the third document. Okay. Okay. So where the list of resources are given, okay, all the links that it has gone through. So right above that, you will always find these two lines that your knowledge document is ready. So just delete those lines and go to the top of the uh, what we have copied, okay? And right over there, just delete this. Let's just start with knowledge document. That's it, okay? And we'll just put it. That's it. So if you will see, these are the three custom basically products that we are creating right now. The postpartum transformation plan, first one, classroom safe AI for teachers, the teachers AI playbook, and the third one is going to start right now, right? 71590, the Sibyl score sprint system, fix it, lower it. So it's going to give us and ask us some questions, okay? Okay, so keep it school. So it has asked us some question because it needs some clarity. What kind of content do we want in the ebook? Keep it school classroom edition, primary plus secondary in one book. Make it leaner by focusing on secondary and add a short primary adaptation or vice versa. Tell me A or B. Let's say A. Okay. Keep it school classroom edition and which title option. So title option we are gonna pick from the top. So it has asked us for some title that we want for the ebook. Okay. Title for the ebook is this. And we can also give it the subtitles. Okay. I'm going to give this particular subtitle. Okay. Okay. So we are good to go with this particular product. And let's have a look at this one. I'm gonna look at the questions, okay, in some time. Let me just write down the answers for these questions. Okay, so it has given us some details, and based on the details, it is asking us some questions. Do you want the primary promise to be core slash pelvic floor first, or fat loss plus tone safely? So randomly, I'm just picking this one. Okay. Okay, it is asking what should be the tone of this particular ebook. So I'm just gonna pick this and copy this right now. Okay, so see, I'm gonna do the same exercise for the third custom GPT. But before I do that, I just want everybody to have complete clarity on what we have done. So before I do the same step for the third custom GPT, if there is any question anybody has with respect to the process that we just followed, I can answer it right now. Okay, before I press the button for the third product. Please repeat the process. Okay, I will give you a quick recap. So what we have is two custom GPTs. The job of the first custom GPT is to come up with the deep research. Okay, quick recap. So the job of the first custom GPT is to come up with the deep research for all the relevant topics and all the relevant information and all the high quality information based on the topic that you have chosen. Okay, so you have chosen the topic of your ebook. So in this case, the topic of the ebook is that improve your credit score to 750 in 90 days. So you have decided the topic, you are giving the topic right over here. So it is asking you three questions: that hey, what is the idea, what is the topic, who the ebook is for, and what do you want the final format of the product. Do you want it to be ebook, do you want it to be a guide, do you want it to be a handbook, do you want it to be a workbook? So it asks us three different questions, and we just reply to all the three questions. If you will see, in all the three chats we did the same thing. We said that hey, I need deep research for the ebook that I'm creating. It asked you the same thing, that okay, what is your idea is postpartum transformation plan. If you will see the third chat, same thing. We asked it that hey, can you do the deep research for the ebook that I'm creating? What is your idea? AI tools for teachers. Who is it for? We told it that this is for this. And final format, that we only need the ebook. Is this part clear, everybody? Right? And then it started doing its own thing, right? And like you don't need to bother about what it is doing because we have done the backend prompting. And then it is asking for approval that hey, you know what, I have created the whole plan. I'm gonna do this. So let's have a look at the whole plan. Okay, the whole plan is, first of all, angle one, that I'm gonna come up with all the fundamentals that teachers should be knowing. And for angle number two, I'm gonna come up with all the proven methods, step by step systems that work, expert opinions and authority sources. That is third thing. Real world experience mandatory, which is Reddit, forums, reviews, YouTube comments. So it is gonna do the research in all these places. All the common mistakes, myths, and warnings, because people have a lot of misconceptions about multiple things, right? For example, somebody just asked me that do people buy ebooks? The answer is yes, right? So people always have a lot of common misconceptions, right? What are all the tools, resources, and recommendations? All the timelines, milestones, edge cases, because if we answer everything, but if there are unique situations which are left, people will still feel that the ebook is not giving them value. So we need to give them that level of value, right? Psychology and motivation, competitor analysis, market gaps. So all these things. So basically, like I said, all of this thing has been prompted in the backend. But if you feel that, hey, you know what, all the 10 angles are good, but I need something else, I need something extra. So you can ask it to do it right over here. But most of the time it is good to go. So you just mention that it is good to go. Right. So if we will have a look at this, we did the same thing in this particular chat as well. So we gave it the topic. After giving the topic, it asked us for the same question, that hey, you know what, I'm gonna come up with these 10 angles, and If you are happy with these 10 angles, then let me know. If you are not happy, then let me know. So we simply replied that it is good to go, approved, right? So in all the three chats, we did the same thing. In all the three chats, we are using the same custom GPT, right? After we gave the approval that it is good to go, right? So after we gave the approval that it is good to go, it simply gave us a very detailed, researched knowledge document. And all that we need to do is we just need to copy this right over here, right? You click on the copy button and you just come and paste this in the second custom GPT, which is the product creator GPT. That's it. Is this clear? There are just three steps. First step is we give it the topic. Second step is we say approve. Third step is we copy and we put it in the product creator. That's it. There's nothing else. Oh wow. And by the way, I just received a very beautiful message with respect to the context of this particular session. Ujjwal just mentioned, sir, I just received the sale of my ebook. Nice. I'm going to copy this. See, this is how we go from a consumer to a creator by just taking action very, very quickly. Good. And Ujjwal, just let me know very quickly. Were you running Facebook ads or any kind of ads for it? Did you just promote it organically or what did you do? Ashwini is saying, please share the GPT again. To share it again, I need to share it at least for the first time. So I have not yet shared it. Let's just focus on the session right now. I'm going to share it with you. Okay. Don't worry. Good. Product creator is with research. Yes, correct. How about selling ebook on Amazon? Totally up to you. Okay. All right. So we'll go back to the chat. Postpartum transformation plan, and it is coming up with all the information that is needed. Chapter 1 is going to be this, chapter 2. So okay, so one more thing is that once you have given it the heads up that start writing this ebook for me, first of all it's not going to write the whole ebook. Okay, it's only going to write the three chapters. And if you are happy with the first three chapters or maybe the first two chapters, have a look at this. If this looks good, I will write chapter 3 to 4. Okay, so we will say complete the full ebook. So see, we can simply say that just say continue or whatever. So it is gonna write the first couple of chapters, or maybe it's gonna write the first three chapters, and then it is gonna ask you for your approval. And if you approve the first two chapters, then it's gonna write the whole thing. So in the meantime, let me give the approval in all the three chats. Okay. Okay. So in this chat, if you will see, it is asking us for the title of the ebook first. Um. Yeah, I think I like this. Or maybe this one. Okay, no, I'm gonna stick with the first one. Okay, so title is this, and preferred tone maybe professional. Okay, Daniel is asking, do you read the whole book before you publish it? Daniel, I will highly, highly, highly recommend that you read the whole book. Okay, because even after creating the whole book with this process, I will still feel that you still should do some fine tuning. Maybe just figure out what are the things which are still left. We are just gonna see the ebook that will be created right now, and the ebook will be really high quality. But at the same time, it's always good that before you are giving a product to anybody, it's always good that you do your back end homework, right? Okay, people, let's have a look at this ebook which is getting created right over here. Okay. So the title was 71590, the Sibyl Score Sprint System. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Financial disclaimer, this ebook is for educational purposes only. So it understands that if you are giving a ebook in this particular niche, that there should be a disclaimer. Okay. Quick win page. Do this in the next 30 minutes. If you do nothing else today, do these five moves. They create the fastest damage control and set up your 90-day sprint properly. Number one, pull your Sibyl report plus score today. You need the data before you follow any advice. Capture these five items: any DPD entries, any accounts marked settled, total credit card utilization percentage, number of recent hard inquiries, and any unknown accounts slash loans. Okay, deliverable, one page of night notes. Turn on autopay for minimum due, every card or loan. This is your zero DPD safety net. Freeze all new credit applications for 90 days. No cards, no personal loans, no BNPL. Plan your utilization drop. Target 30%, ideally 10 to 20%. If anything looks wrong, dispute first. People, this is the first set of information that has come in the form of the ebook. And it's already actionable steps that we have received from the ebook. Right? See, the way we have designed this custom GPT is that the ebook that should be going in the hands of the customers should be really action oriented, and they should be able to see real outcomes with the help of this ebook. And that's exactly what we have done right over here. Field example, what your blockers page should look like. DPD1, account shows 30 DPD, settled status none, utilization total limit, maybe this, and this. Priority order for Rahul, dispute unknown loan, freeze application. Right, introduction. What is 715 90 days really means? This ebook is a collection of generic tips. It's a 90-day operating system built around what actually moves your Sibyl profile. You can read this whole content. Chapter 1, how Sibyl score actually moves, right? The four levers. Number 1, payment history. Number 2, credit utilization. Number 3, age of credit. And number 4, credit inquiries. People, what do you think? The whole quality, the way it is coming up. Let me know. And this is where we end the first chapter, the 90-day priority stack. So every single chapter is ending with a proper actionable step. Okay. Common mistakes, pro tip, end of chapter action step, write your current sprint targets, decide your sprint role, key takeaways. Okay. Chapter 2, day 1 to 3, report triage. Find your exact score blockers. This chapter turns your report into a practical action list. Dispute per first path, utilization first path, inquiry cooldown path, rebuild path. Create your blocker map, etc., etc., etc. Have a look at this. Right. So for every single topic and for every single chapter, you will be able to see exact action steps. Let's have a look at the second ebook. Okay. Okay. The second ebook was the Teacher's AI Playbook. Table of content, how to use this ebook, introduction, why this playbook exists, Gen AI in schools, and then non-negotiables, the core skill, lesson planning in 15 minutes, differentiation at scale, feedback without burnout, assessment in the AI area, tools that actually fit school life, edge cases and special situations, your 4-week rollout plan. How to use this book. So every book will come up with this, how to use this book so that people are able to see the exact value, right? Introduction, why this playbook exists. You can go through this. Gen AI in teacher terms. Generative AI produces text images of predicting what sounds right. That means, so in schools, AI can assist, but teachers remain responsible for accuracy, where teachers get value. So again, the whole point is that it is gonna go through the research of a lot of you know internet resources. And let's have a look at this. um, let's quickly scroll down, okay, and let's see what we actually get hooked into very quickly. The anonymized template, grade student a grade subject field example, mini check, is this safe to paste, the core skill, fast intern, the fast intern brief framework, role plus context. Okay, core prompt 1. You are the great subject teacher, objective, standard, time, minutes, students, reading level, etc., etc. So it is gonna, so basically the AI playbook is something which is giving the templates, it's giving the question bank, it's giving the differentiate one task 3 different ways, it's giving the make it sound like me edit pass. So ultimately it's giving a lot of valuable action steps that people can follow, that the teachers can follow starting from today. right? And if you want anything to be done in a much better way, if maybe the briefing has not been done in the right way, you can simply ask it that, hey, you know what, this is something which I want, and can you do this whole thing for me, right? So let's go to the third topic, which was the postpartum one. Okay. And then I'm going to take the questions. Okay, so let's have a look at this, and then I'm going to take the questions. Okay, so how to use this book? Read this first. If you do nothing else, do these three things. Pick your phase, 0 to 2 weeks, 2 to 6, 6 to 12, 3 to 6. Do the 6 minute core plus pelvic floor reset most days. Build slowly using the one change per week rule. You will learn it later. People, have a look at these first three things. So, somebody who is a postpartum mother, have a look at this. Build slowly using the one change per week rule. This is powerful, right? I mean, it's something that connects with the exact audience, right? This plan is educational and not medical care. Okay, stop and get medical help if you have red flags. So it is something which is very clearly highlighted. So see, if you will see, our ebook generator knows when to put the disclaimers, what kind of disclaimers should we be putting, right? And seek urgent medical care or contact your clinical right away if you have any of these following signs: heavy bleeding, fever, chest pain, severe headache, one-sided leg swelling, wound concerns, etc., etc. Right? So, um, okay, after an uncomplicated vaginal birth, ACOG notes it's often okay to begin gentle exercise within days when you feel ready. If you had a C-section or complications, your RAM should be more conservative. Let's have a look at this. Chapter 1: the postpartum reality check. What's normal, what's common, and what needs help. If you are reading this while you are tired, sore, leaking a little, or feeling like your body does not belong to you, you are not broken, you are postpartum. The hard part is that postpartum advice is often either. People, I'm not gonna even read the other part of it. Just this first line is something that's gonna connect with the end user, right? Have a look at this. You're not broken, you're postpartum. So these are the exact components that we want in our ebook, right? What's normal postpartum and still deserves care? My body feels unfamiliar. I'm tired in my bones. My core feels disconnected. Hormones runs the show. This is taking longer than I expected. What deserves professional help, not pushed through it? Again, all the topics. So you're not behind, you're rebuilding. Postpartum bodies often can't do that. Quick self check. I can breathe deeply. I can go for a short walk. I can do gentle core. Chapter 1: so the takeaways are postpartum recovery is real and physiology, not willpower. Symptoms are information and foundation. Okay, let's go to the second chapter. The three track transformation model: heal first, then build strength, then transform. Again, if you will see, every chapter will have actionable step. Right at the beginning of the chapter number 2, there is the actionable step: heal first, then build strength, then transform. Because see, when people are going through the process, if I give you these custom gpts, for example, I will just give you this sheet and all these custom gpts, and I don't show you the exact set of steps, it's not going to, you're never going to figure out that what to use, how to use, when to use, right? So exact set of steps is something that actually makes the thing very valuable, right? So this is exactly which has been done in every single topic. Have a look at this. Track 1: healing plus function, your foundation, what track 1 success looks like. Strength plus fitness, your rebuild. Body composition. And have a look at this. Okay, so this is something which is very powerful. Use this to choose your starting approach. Fitness entry point: walking first, daily steps. Option B: strength first. Core approach: connection first, abs workout. Breastfeeding, weight loss, return to winning. So these are the kind of things that people would like to take a screenshot of, and they will share with their, maybe their husband, maybe what, anything, right? And I'm getting the messages, by the way. So good to read these messages. Exactly. Have a look at this. Minimum effective day so you don't quit. Option 1, 5 minutes. Option 2, 10 minutes. Option 3, 20 minutes. This is actually really good, right? I mean, why not, Akash? So using the same process, you can create ebook on every topic, okay? If this looks good, I will write the other chapters. Okay, so I can safely now give this to you, right? Table of content, the postpartum reality, the seat transformation step, your phase roadmap, the keystone habit, the 6 minute course plus the doming, coning, core rehab without the social media lies. People, have a look at this. The fifth chapter is without the social media lies. A mother who is recovering from postpartum, right? She will have a lot of information on the internet, on the social media that will put her into multiple directions. She needs to see what is actually true and what is not true. Yes. So it understands that all of that topic is should be, it should be a part of this particular ebook. Have a look at the sixth chapter. The walking base, fat loss friendly, nervous system friendly. Seventh chapter, the 20-minute sense system. Because people who are recovering, and especially mothers who are recovering, they don't want a 90-minute workout plan. They need a 20-minute workout plan, right? Done for your schedules. Progress without burnout. Return to running and HIIT. Breastfeeding friendly nutrition. Edge cases. When to advocate for yourself. The mental game. Identity, body image, and the minimum effective day. Your 12-week blueprint. And then bonuses are there: cheat sheet, tracker, script, and printables. So these bonuses are also created. Let's go at the bottom and let's have a look at this. Chapter 13 is the mental game. Chapter 14, your 12-week blueprint. And finally, the bonus material. Red flag quick sheet. So have a look at this. The first bonus is red flag quick sheet. So if you face anything like this, just raise a red flag and reach out to the doctor. Bonus number two, 6 minute reset printable, set position with. So it's based on the ebook which is delivered and no doming cheat sheet. So again, based on the topic. I mean, I'm not an expert in this particular topic, but again, as you can see, it has given all the things, right? So let me give you the access link for these three custom GPTs. I'm gonna add these three custom GPTs in the same sheet, okay? Pankaja, I feel yes. I mean, if there is something, for which the demand is there and if the problem is genuine, then you can definitely create a product for that. And I mean, it's something which is good only. I mean, if you create a product on that. And people, those of you who are not even an expert in these particular topics, even without that, think about it. Did you find the whole thing that, it was like pretty easy? And did you find the whole thing that it was looking useful? I mean, let's suppose maybe you are not able to connect with the postpartum topic. Maybe you are not able to connect with the Sybil score topic. But even then, are you able to figure out and see that this is something which looks like very, very useful? I'm going to copy this whole thing, okay? And now, finally, what you're going to do is you will go to Google Docs and you can simply copy the whole thing in the Google Docs and you can create the ebook by downloading this as a PDF. Okay. I want to add a comment over here. And the comment is that we also want to help you with respect to creating the ebook. And that is something, that we are working on right now. And in one of the upcoming sessions, I'm also gonna give you the access to something because of which the whole ebook will also get created by just copy pasting what we have got. Right now, as an easy solution, you can just create the ebook by just copying it and in the Google tab, Google Doc, and just downloading it as a PDF. Okay. So let me just do the step right in front of you. So all these 14 chapters that we have created for the ebook. Okay. For all these 14 chapters, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove all the okay, let's keep the disclaimer maybe. Maybe this is not needed. So people, it's very important that you go through the whole ebook and you remove the portions which are not needed. Okay. Okay. So I guess we are good. Okay, so this is what we have created. See, you have just copied all the content, okay? And now to convert it into an ebook, I'm gonna take the question in the next 5 minutes, okay? Let me just complete this. I've just copied what we have created. I'm just putting it in the Google Doc. And after putting it in the Google Doc, you can simply go to files and download it as a PDF. That's it, and your job is done. So see, it's right now it's totally up to you. The way you want to create it, the way you want to design it. For example, you want to design it going into Canva, you can do that. You want to design it by going into maybe some third party application which can convert the content into ebook, you can do that. Or you can just download the ebook content with the help of Google Doc and just download it as a PDF. So if you will see, this whole content is now available in the form of the PDF. So this ebook is actually created, right? And the only thing that we need right now is the ebook cover. Okay. So for ebook cover also we have done something. I'm just giving it to you right now. Just give me 1 second. The reality is just today I've created almost 8 or 9 different ebooks while doing testing and all. But now the job of creating the ebook is something that you can do like very, 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 very quickly. Okay. Um, I'm sharing the link. I'm sharing the link. Okay. Okay. So this is the ebook cover generator. This is again a custom GPT. But again, ebook cover is something that you can generate by going into maybe Chat GPT directly, or maybe Google Nano Banana Pro directly, or maybe just going to Canva also. You can generate the ebook covers. But again, I'm gonna generate it right over here. That create this, create an ebook cover for me. Title of the book is postpartum transformation plan. Okay. Okay. So have a look at this. Would you like quick mode? I make smart creative decisions for you, or detailed mode? You share audience mode, colors, etc. Okay, maybe quick mode. You can see, you can play around with it. Totally up to you. Okay. Rishabh is asking, is there any specific GPT to create AI ad images? We have one. And that's something that I'm gonna cover in the upcoming topics. But I can share the link with you even right now. Okay. If you just want to fast track the whole thing. Okay. Looks good, right? See, the whole thing is that if you have done the backend prompting in the right way, right? So it gives you the solution, which is much better than the normal chat GPT or the normal AI. So the whole AI game is ultimately getting down to and gets down to the one single thing, and that is how effectively you use the backend prompting. And that is something that, in your case, the good thing is you have already taken the good decision to be a part of FlexiFunnels. So we are doing all of this thing for you. You just need to use the tools that we have given. That's it. Right. So Can you give me the yes, third concept? Maybe the second one. Pranay, I'm coming back to you. Pranay is asking, is there any separate application that creates the ebook? So I'm just gonna answer him. Okay. All right. So I guess we are pretty much done with everything. Maybe just one more thing we will have to do. Uh, One second. Export as PDF. See, if you want to add the cover, the book cover in a PDF, it has to be in the format of a PDF, right? So now this is the ebook that we created, right? Just double click on that and open the ebook, and the ebook cover that you created, you just drag and drop it right at the top, and we are done. Our ebook is ready. So this is the title image: postpartum transformation plan. Looks super premium, right? And then we have the entire topic. Have a look at this. Looks good, right? It's super nice and it's super detailed. If you will see, it's a 31 page file, proper ebook. And yeah, what we are also working on is, for example, this. See, here's what I believe in is, okay, my belief is that if we give a good product to people, if we give a good product to the audience, that is what matters the most. So all of you now are in a situation in which you can create these high quality products, and you can create like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products in a single day. Okay, you are getting the access to all the three custom GPTs, so you are already good to go. um what we are also working on is, just like this ebook cover is looking, colorful, beautiful, what we are also working on is that the whole ebook should also look a little bit more colorful, a little bit more beautiful. That is one part that we are working on. But again, we were not able to finish this on time, so we will be able to do it within the course of this whole 6 week masterclass. But that is not the big challenge. The big challenge always is that when we are delivering a solution to the customers, is that good enough? Is that helpful enough? And that is something that we have already done. So again, if you just want to make it more beautiful, you can go to Canva, you can, design it in a more effective way. That is something that you can do, right? But at the end of the day, this is like the solution which is already in front of you. Ebook cover, it's right over here. Okay. So we are good to go. And what if I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna add the links. Okay. So I guess we are good to go. And everyone, it is very, very important that you follow all the 6 week masterclass. Okay. Not one topic, not two topics, not three, all the topics. Okay. Because I just got a question that what will be the price of this ebook? And see, the funnel session is the next session, the advertising session is the next session, there is a monetization session. So all these sessions are going to be covered. So I want to go deep on a particular session rather than going a very short on any particular topic. But the short answer is that you always test it out, because if a product is sold for, let's suppose, $27, good enough. It's sold for $37, good enough. It's sold for $47, good enough. Even if it is sold for $7, good enough. There are always plans and there are always ways to experiment. But again, I will be giving you a very half-hearted information right now if you ask me this question right now, because I want to give you a more detailed everything. So let's just focus on today's topic. The today's topic is, how do we convert the topic into a high quality ebook? With respect to that, if there is any question, let's only stick to that. And you still have all the permission that still go ahead, create any, let's suppose, attach any price point to it and start selling it. Start doing the experimentation, because I always am a big fan of doing the experimentation, doing the work, and learning by doing it. Okay, so even if we have not covered the topic of funnel building, you already know that you have access to the AI page builder inside FlexiFunnels. Build a page for it. You already have access to all the AI marketing agents. Create the ads for it. Start running the ads, right? Start selling the product. But again, we will cover every single topic one by one. Okay. So, this is the link of the first GPT. I'm adding it to the same sheet. Okay. Okay. And just as a bonus, there is also one more GPT, which is the ads one. Okay, I will have to research for it. Anyways, I can take some questions right now. And let me share the link of this Google Sheet with you, so that just in case you missed it, I'm just sharing the link with you again. Okay. So, everybody, this is the link for this today's ebook. Let me share the screen one more time. Today's this Google Sheet. Okay. See, just like last time, we have so many people right over here, and it is a possibility that you will not be able to open this link. Yeah. See, so just like last time, we have over 500 plus people in the session, and Google Sheet has a limit of after 80 plus people, 70 plus people. It does not allow more people to join a particular sheet. But the sheet is going to be available. You just copy the link of the sheet. We will also share the link of the sheet in the email, and you will be able to see it right over there. Inside timeline domination, inside FlexiPanels, it's already there. Let me just help you figure out how to get into timeline nomination and how to find the replays. Okay, because today's session replay is also going to be over there. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. All right. So I'm sharing my screen. So when you are into timeline nomination, sorry, FlexiFunnels, you go into the timeline nomination by clicking on these three buttons at the top. Okay, so you click on these three buttons. You will find the link of timeline nomination right over here. And inside timeline nomination, there will be a module by the name Faceless. Okay, yeah, this one. So have a look at this 6 week digital power creation masterclass. So week one, the session is right over here. And along with the week one session, we have given the resources right over here, right? The PPT that was used and the sheet that was used. And the same thing is going to happen. The session, the recording of today's session, also, we are going to put it right over here. Okay, so now you know where to find the replay. So you will go inside timeline nomination, you will go inside the faceless module, and right over there, you will be able to find the replay, right? So this thing is sorted. What we are going to do now is we are going to take a quick public commitment right now. And people, we were able to do all these things within just 1 hour max, right? So, uh, my screen should be visible only. And see, this is the kind of product for which, you can sell it with your face or without your face. That is totally up to you, because the product quality is actually super good. So it is totally up to you now whether you want to sell this product with your face, maybe you want to use your branding, or you just want to sell it without your branding. That is totally up to you, right? So it's right over here. People will be waiting for a public commitment, and I will be back in 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take all the questions. In the meantime, I have given you the link. Put down your comment in this particular chat, and then I will be back in just 2 minutes and answering all the questions. Okay. Like interesting, and just like a child is very curious about things. So you just take everything from the point of view of that. Okay, this is something new. This is something which I get to learn. This is something which I fear takes me to the next step in my life. This is something which I can add as a skill in my life. So rather than taking, because a lot of people do a lot of work with a lot of pressure, that maybe that just mm, this thing alone is like that my life depends on it, or maybe that this is like a make or break. Nothing is like make or break. Of course, you do everything very seriously, but at the same time, take on everything, especially in the starting of your journey, because there are so many things that you will continuously keep on learning and evolving with, right? So everything will be a learning curve. If you have heard that quotation by Steve Jobs, I'm a huge fan. And he said that, you cannot and you can never connect the dots by looking forward, but you can always connect the dots by looking backwards. So as of now, you just keep doing and being in momentum, being in motion. One is greater than zero. Keep doing the activities, right? Right? Stay in the momentum zone and just keep doing stuff. And by adding one skill over here, adding one skill over here, adding one skill over here, adding some, all the things all combined, the things will automatically follow. And the most important thing is that you don't have to figure out a lot of things, because a lot of things we have already figured out for you, right? So we have already taken care of a lot of learning resources, training resources, tools, everything. Just follow whatever you are finding inside FlexiFunnels. You have got all the video tutorials to help you automate your business. You have got all the business trainings as well. So just keep following what is there, right? Okay. So the way you have simplified the process of creating digital products using these custom GPTs has truly changed the game for us. What once felt like complex now feel almost like child's play, and that confidence come entirely from your guidance. Thank you. Now at the end of the day, it will get down to how many people will actually get down to work and start implementing, right? So how can we access these links in timeline domination? I just showed, maybe you just missed. I just showed just 5 minutes back. Will these GPTs help us create tracker, checklist, planners? I mean, this GPT is mostly created for the purpose of creating the ebooks, and that is what it has been guided to do. And you can ask, because um, see, if I just think about it, it will be able to do it. The answer is because in the second step, the first custom GPT, it was to find all the right information. And since it has the right information and AI knows how to create trackers, so it will be able to do it. So that's not a big job, right? And since it has the right information, Pranav, I don't know. We talked about creating the ebooks. Okay. So can you launch the quiz funnel and gamification LMS a bit fast? As I think putting in a quiz funnel for their problems and then pairing it with a real product as a solution would be a game changer. That's a very good idea. Here. And we are working on a lot of things right now. And quiz funnel is something which is in our radar, and it is something that we want to bring in very very quickly. Um, Ankur is asking, can you teach us how to create custom GPTs? People, what do you think? I will respond to this. Ankur, the answer is no. I will not teach you how to create the custom GPTs, because, see, this is something in which my experience does not come into the picture. If you will just go to YouTube, search this exact thing, how to create custom GPTs, you will find the answer in just 2 minutes. I don't want to take away the ability, your ability, to go on Google, to go on YouTube, to go to Chat GPT and figure out the solutions that are like very normal information, very genuine, generic information that is available all over the internet. So those kind of things, it's very important that you figure out on your own, right? When exactly the thing came with respect to creating the high quality ebooks, and I knew that my internet research and my internet knowledge will be handy over here. I want to create these solutions for you. Just for this particular ebook generation, I have spent more than 6+ hours so that I can give you a very very high quality solution. But again, everything else, it's the biggest thing that any entrepreneur can do is, of course, first of all, invest upon yourself. First thing. Second thing, Google and do the research, the Chat GPT by yourself, and figure out the solutions. We have to be problem solver, right? At the end of the day. Okay. People, if I'm missing any questions, you can ask them again, because we have so many people right over here. Can we create faceless courses from the ebooks? You can, but I'm not yet sure how to do it. So maybe you can do your own research. But as of now, what I can promise you, what I can guarantee you is that by using this particular custom GPT, you have a high quality information right inside your hands. Now, if you want to convert it into a course or maybe into an ebook, that is totally up to you. Into a ebook, you can do this with this custom GPT. Into a course, maybe that is something that you can figure out how to do that. Okay. Okay. Where can I sell these ebooks? That's the topic of the next couple of sessions. Okay. 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 Nice, Shishir. Agree. Absolutely. Is it important to attend? No, 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 Kaushik. I'm completely new to funnels, marketing, etc., and I see 27 plus tutorial videos. It may take a lot of time to go through it if I have to launch a product ASAP. Can you please guide through? So, Deepti, just do this thing, okay? As of now, the faceless session, last session, and this session, you will be able to create the product, right? Quick thing, number one. Number two is you use the AI page builder. Let me just show you how to do it, right? Very quickly, in case you have not used it yet. So, the AI page builder, using the AI page builder is one of the easiest things that you can do, right? And if you will just go to the knowledge base, you just need to put the prompt that I want to create this sales page, and it will create the sales page for you. That's it. It's as simple as that. Just put a message, I want to create this sales page, and it will create that page for you. That's it, right? In any case, if you want to learn it deeper, go to the knowledge base of FlexiFunnels and how to use the FlexiFunnels AI page builder. Just go through it. It will be able to help you to create the sales page, right? That is the second thing. And finally, inside this knowledge base, we also have AI marketing agents. So the good thing is we have trainings on copywriting, right? We have trainings on growth hacking. Is it something that you should go through? The answer is yes. But even without going through it, we have poured all of our knowledge, all of our experience into these courses that we have already created, or sorry, into these AI tools that we have already created. So we have given you this AI marketing agent, and AI marketing agent, what it does is it creates all the marketing material for you. Have a look at this: emails, ad copies, or it takes care of all the marketing jobs for you. So it will create the ad copies for you, it will create the ad hooks for you, and then you just need to run the ad. And to run the ad, again, inside, in case you don't know how to do it, inside timeline domination, we have the Facebook ads training. You can just run the ad right over there. So Deepti, in a day, you are good enough to launch your product. Okay, is that clear? Kiran, so when and where will be the FGS? Hard to say and hard to answer it right now, Kiran. Okay. How will you compare the custom GPT with chat GPT in generating results? It's going to be far different. Far different. See, if you will see, for example, the ebook cover that we created, the same message, if you will put in the chat GPT, you know that it is never going to come up with this level of quality, right? So the same thing is there with respect to the um, custom GPTs for the ebook creation. So the at the end of the day, it all gets down to the with what level of steps and what level of experience has been poured into the custom prompting that has been done. So that is something that we have done. Okay, after the research is done, what if we want this to be a mini video course, not an ebook? Abhishek, let me tell you something. Okay, that is something that can be done. It's not a problem at all. But you are missing out on the whole point, right? The whole point is, do people, do customers pay for these quick solutions? The answer is yes, right? So the root cause of asking this question is not because you want to make a course. The root cause of this question is because you are doubtful that people really going to pay for the ebook. The answer is yes. And if you were in the first session, you would have seen it yourself. Because ultimately, see, understand this whole thing, no? When I am somebody, let's suppose, a postpartum mother who is going through all the challenges right now, and she finds the sales page, and the sales page has all the information in it that connects with her, that connects with the emotions, and she feels like that all the challenges that I'm facing right now, I'm going to get the solution by going through this. She will never care about whether your solution is what exactly is the format. That is what we need to understand. right? Similarly, if I want a quick fix of maintaining my CIBIL score, I will just go through what the solution is, and that is the market reality. You will keep getting stuck with your own limiting beliefs that whether this will work, whether this will not work. But the reality is that yes, this works, right? Sumit Verma, thank you SB sir for providing these custom GPTs. Last 2 days I was trying to make a PDF using chat GPT. When I created it was useless. Exactly, see, this is the whole point. This is what Sumit said. You can go through chat GPT. It will chat GPT until and unless it's guided in the right way. See, it's as simple as a Swiss army knife, right? Until and unless you don't know how to use it, you will never be able to produce the right outcome with that, right? How to create bump offer and upsell product, Prashant, that's the topic of the next session, like one of the next sessions. But inside FlexiFunnels knowledge base, right, you will find all these answers. For example, you will search for bump offers, you will be able to find how to create a bump offer right over here, right? So all these things we have already covered inside the knowledge base. Sandeep, I don't understand your question right now. Firstly, AI website builder is amazing. Its design and copywriting has improved a lot. Yes, but still not able to under our own account. Please enable this option fast, as then we can offer. Ronak, you can purchase more accounts. That is something that you can do, and we are gonna add the option of adding more domains very soon. Okay. Ashwini, so after creating the ebooks, where do we sell them? See, there are multiple ways. First is you can post them organically on multiple places. That is something that I'm going to show you. But I'm a big fan of running the ads because that is something which is very predictable. And, I can control how much revenue I can generate in a single day. So, especially, I mean, I need to get the funnel right. But once the funnel is right, then I can control, right? So, that is something that we are going to start doing. So Facebook ad, Instagram ad is one of the easiest things to get started with. So that's something that we are going to cover in these sessions. Abhilash Marathi, you were not there in the last session, right? Just by looking at the question, I can tell you that you were not there in the last session, correct? Last session, previous session. So Abhilash, in the last session, I showed you multiple examples of multiple customers who are already generating revenue in eight figures. So where exactly the doubt is coming? Okay. Shall we use the one weekend quick win product suggested by the custom GPT? Yeah. Just get started. That is the whole thing. Just get started. So मेरे landing pages पर Rajiv, I'm not an expert at that. I will try to cover that, but again, we'll be running the ads to get the customers, right? Again, see, Rajiv is asking how to get customer organically. The ideal way that I know is creating reels on Instagram, and you can answer relevant topics on Reddit, on Quora, and these are some of the things that I'm going to share with you in the marketing session. But again, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not an expert of it. So not the right person to answer it. I will cover that as much as possible, but again, I'm not the right person to answer it. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, you can simply run ads, get in front of the right audience, get the sales, do the business in a much predictable way. That's something that we can start doing very quickly, right? Okay, so the good thing is Prashant is saying that I got five sales, but after that I've not got any sale. So not sure what the issue is. Prashant, just keep it running and launch more creatives. Okay, that's what I can tell you right now. And also I have a detailed Facebook like video on YouTube. Like if your ads are not working, what all things you can experiment. No. Vinod, this is also something that we covered in the last session. that do I need good Insta account with good numbers to run Facebook ads? No, you can start with even one follower, maybe zero followers. That's not a problem at all. It's okay, and it's always helpful that we have some decent amount of followers to show, maybe 50, 60, 100. That is decent enough. And once you start running ads, they will start picking up, right? These number of followers will start coming by themselves. So see, again, it's very important to have patience while we are doing the work, right? And things will always compound, right? So if you know, one of the richest person on the planet, Sir Warren Buffett, and almost 90% of his wealth was created after the age of 60, and he was doing the same work since so many years. So we are just getting started, right? You're talking about that we don't have followers. I mean, we don't have followers today, but we are going to have followers tomorrow. Why do we keep on panicking about things that we know ultimately will happen, right? If you will feel, or anybody will feel that everything is supposed to happen today, that's never going to happen. But if you will take it one step at a time, one thing at a time, everything will build up. Neelam is asking how much ad spend to run in a day. Neelam, we will cover that topic in the exact session that we will do. Let's stick to today's session. Okay. Today, with respect to today's session, if we have any question, let's answer that. And we'll come to this topic. We are going to do a dedicated session on this particular topic, which is just going to be the funnel creation topic, and one more session on the ads creation session. And there are going to be even more, two more sessions, just which are just going to be on ads. So let's do it one at a time, one thing at a time. Nirakar, so see, the problem is, again, the problem can be anything. It can be your ad, it can be your content, it can be your landing page, it can be your offer, it can be anything. And again, let's come down to the basics that, if anything is broken, the thing will not sell, right? So you need to have the right offer, you need to have the right solution, you need to have the right solution for the right audience. And a lot of these things, it comes out of skills. Maybe you will pick up the right topic right in the beginning. It is entirely possible that you pick up the right topic right in the beginning. But then your own advertising skills are not up to the mark. Your own funnel building skills are not up to the mark. And because of that, it's not working out right now. Maybe you will pick up the same topic, 1 year later, and you will just nail it immediately. At the same time, so the thing is that it's not just related to the topic, it's also related to the skill set, it's also related to the the idea that you just come up with. For example, if you remember, in the last session I shared with you the example of that dog collar. That dog collar product, it was existing for the last 10 years, but then somebody came up with the idea that, hey, why not present the dog collar as a safety product for the dogs? So somebody came up with another angle for that same product, and it started selling 100 times more than what it was never selling. Think of it. Think about, let's suppose, those oxygen masks, right? Oxygen masks, nobody cared about them until COVID came. So a lot of these things, they have they immediately just work out, and you just need to understand, what is the timing in which you come up with the product, what is the momentum, right? And then again, it will be backed up by your own set of skills. So it's not just about the product. It's about who is running it. So, if I was running that dog collar, maybe I would have failed. But that person who came up with the idea of showing the dog collar as a safety part for the dogs, that one person won. Right. So it will get down to who exactly is doing it and what way. Right. Are you able to come up with those ideas for that particular kind of product? So those things will also come into the picture. And then your own skill sets, which will keep on developing. So right now, when you are getting started, I will say spend maybe 4 to 5 days on a particular product and see, if you are able to make it work, and then jump on to the next product. But at the same time, as of now, let's suppose if I talk about, let's suppose, somebody who has done it for multiple years. If I talk about myself, if I talk about somebody who has been running ads for like the last maybe 2 3 years, they can come to the conclusion in maybe 1 or 2 days that okay, if this is something which is working, this is something which is not working. Because right in the beginning, they would have done the right things. The right things can be setting up the right kind of sales page, setting up the right kind of checkout page, having the right kind of bump offers. All these things they would have done right in the very first place. Just to share one more example, okay? For example, there are so many people in this session. People, let me know how many of you have never created a bump offer, or how many of you do not even know about the bump offer. Type zero. And it's completely okay because you are starting your journey. So it's okay. You are starting your journey, right? So think about it. The entire digital product business, okay, let me give you a statistic, okay? The people who are doing well, they are running at least five, they are adding at least five bump offers on their checkout pages. And right now in this session, we have so many people who do not even know what a bump offer is. So this is exactly what I'm saying, that it will get down to the skill sets of people that will keep on developing over a period of time. Okay. So in digital products, 99% of the times, the profitability is only going to come when you have the right bump offers. And imagine this, there are going to be so many people who have no idea about it, and there are going to be so many people who will not maybe put the bump offers even despite knowing it. That okay, maybe I will add it later. But an experienced person will put it as the first thing. Right. So let me tell you one more thing. For example, when we plan our marketing campaigns, right? Anybody, any idea? When we are planning our marketing campaign, what is the first thing, very first thing that we do? Any guesses? What is the very first thing that we would be doing? We the very first thing would can be maybe we start creating our sales pages, we start creating our checkout pages, we start creating our ads, we start creating the bump offers. What do you think? What is the very first thing that we start doing? Research on competitors, yes, that is something that we do for sure. But then, after we have done the research, see, there are so many people who have mentioned sales page, ads, social media content, and so many more things. But the first thing, like without this, we don't even move the needle. Without this, we don't even move out of our seat. And that is, what is the right offer? What exactly is the offer that we are going to give to our customers? When they are paying X, what exactly it is that they are getting back in return? And it might look like a very simple thing when you are hearing this, but the thing is, like when we are sitting on the table deciding the offer, I have to feel like it's a massive no-brainer, because it has to feel like that, hey, you know what, this money, like when I'm talking from the point of view of my customers, that this money which is sitting in my pocket right now is not doing a good job and it should be in their pocket right now. That is the equation that I want to create when I'm sitting with my diary and pen, and when I'm creating on an offer, working on an offer, that the customer should feel like that, just take my money right now. And until then, it's not the right offer. Are you getting it? So, but again, all of these things, it will keep on developing. All of these things, it will keep on happening. That is why I have been continuously saying, just start, just start. Because until and unless you start, you will never be able to. Because all these things, they come with experience, and experience comes with practice, right? And also by watching the right content. And the good thing is that you have access to timeline domination. For example, the example that I just shared with you regarding the offer, I have like at least 500 such examples right over there. So it's your job, your responsibility that you go through that training, and you go through all these examples. There was a customer, there was a client, and his launch was stuck at $50,000. And you know how much time it took me to help him go from $50,000 to $90,000. Can anybody guess how much time it took me to take him from 50K to 90K? Any guesses? It took me 5 minutes. I looked at his sales page. I looked at his, and the reason is I was promoting his product as an affiliate, and I felt that he's missing out on the revenue. And if his product is missing out on the revenue, so I am missing out on the affiliate commission, right? So I messaged him that, hey, bro, these are the things that you need to change. Within 2 days, his revenue changed. So again, you will, when you are in momentum, but at the same time, I'm the same guy who, for the first 4 years of my journey, I was stuck at 500 rupees per month for 4 years. So again, you keep on developing these skills over a period of time, one thing at a time, one learning at a time, one new learning. And I'm a big fan of, one revenue generation activity per day. This is something which has to be the absolute must. One revenue generation activity per day. I mean, think about it. We get 365 days in a year. If we do one, at least minimum one revenue generation activity in a day, even if we miss 90% of the times, we are still hitting 36.5 opportunities. Now remember, and try to remember, how many times did you get paid in the last year? Example can be anything. Launching a digital product is an example. Doing a cold call is an example. Doing a webinar is an example. Creating a new offer is an example. Everything is an example. And then you do those things at bulk. You do those things at scale, not just, I did one sales call today. That's not how things are done. But yeah, in case of one to many, that's how things can work, right? Because ultimately, if you nail down the right offer, you nail down the right funnel, you nail down the right ads. See, at the end of the day, it's just two parts to the equation: the right funnel, the right ads. That's it. That's it. Right? You might nail it down in the first attempt, and then maybe the next one will not work. Again, the next one will work. So, but again, as your skill set will keep on enhancing, automatically you will be able to do more right things. Ronak, the session on funnels is the next session, so we will talk about it. I'm not gonna position it or compare it with a course or anything. There is no need. I already told you this thing from different perspectives already. Customers pay for solutions, right? Next session, next Saturday, same timing. Prashant, we in the last session we covered the topic creation. So people, in the last session we covered the topic creation. Where do we find box cover? Box cover ebook cover creator is also added right over here in this particular sheet. Okay, let me share the sheet link one more time. What if my ebook is more than 3 GB? So you put it on a Google Drive and deliver over there. But why your ebook is 3 GB? So then we will talk about demonetization. Let's then again, not the topic for this session. Okay. How long do we need to test about this particular idea? Uh Sumesh, I would suggest that we test it out for at least 4 5 days. And when you're confident on your skills, you can test it out within 2 or 3 days. But again, if you're just getting started, at least give it 4 to 5 days. Exactly. So I just got this message from Ujwal. You remember Ujwal in the starting of the session, he messaged that I got my one sale right now. And just now he mentioned that I got one more sale. So just launch. That's the whole point. And he's saying that is a proof that people buy solutions, not ebook. Ujwal and people, everybody. We are running, I'm the co founder and CEO of a platform in which people are running their products. I'm telling you the data from that. People are buying every single day, right? Every single day, sales of lakhs of rupees are happening on a daily basis. Uh, how much ad spend for the 4 or 5 days? Edward, it's okay that we get started with basic minimum, maybe $10 a day. That is decent enough. And I see if we do can do more, we can do more. But again, if we are just experimenting, testing the waters, we are good to go with the minimum budget as well. Uh, Pranali, you have got all the session recordings inside timeline nomination. I will just ask you to spend time over there. That's where you have got every single detail. So just asking, leaving Kunal, let's stick to this and over here inside FlexiFunnels, Kunal, there is a topic. I will just show you by the way. Let me take you to time nomination. And since you are asking, so 15 ways or something, yeah. Have a look at this. There is this particular lesson 15 ways to make six figures income using FlexiFunnels. So, is faceless business the only kind of business that you can run? No, but that is something. This is the kind of business that everybody can do. So, inside timeline domination, you go into shortest path to success. Inside shortest path to success, I guess um, right over here we have that session. Okay, let me just come out. See, in timeline domination, you have this search bar over there, okay? Course name and lesson name. So just search for the video, 15 ways. Yeah, 15 ways to make six figures. So you can watch this video right over here. Okay. But again, see the whole point is that as much as you are aware, it's going to be better. So faceless product is something that anybody at any given stage in their business, they can launch it. So this is something that you can do with any kind of business. Whether you are doing freelancing, you can still launch a digital product. If you are running your courses, you can still launch a faceless product. Whatever you are doing, you can launch a faceless product. And they're like highly scalable. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. 1 second. That is not something, Rishabh, which is supposed to be made live for the public right now. So maybe it is not yet disabled for the customer's account. That is something that we are testing right now. So we'll let you know once we actually make it live. Okay, Jayashri, just go ahead, right? And it seems like since you are a sound healer, it seems like that you want to launch your own products with your own face, right? Launching your own consultation, launching your own courses. That is totally something that you can do for sure. And we have right over here the course launch secret. So you can go through this particular lesson as well. But at the same time, see the method that we use today to create the ebook. I said that you can run it and launch it as a faceless product. But if you want to launch it, you can launch it with your face. That is totally up to you. right? And you can use it for your own branding. And using the same exercise, using the same method, you can create multiple more faceless products, or maybe with face products. Ultimately, you are able to create quality products. Now you want to put the face, you put it. If you don't want to put the face, you can skip it. That is totally up to you. Sanjeev Bish is asking, please suggest more important topics in TD one needs to go through. I shared this thing in the last session also. If you remember, this was the homework doc. And in the last session also, I said Facebook ads, copywriting funnels. This is like absolute must. So let me scroll down. Funnels, Facebook ads, copywriting. These three are absolute must for everybody to go through. Yes, Gyanendra, that is good enough. And I will tell you one thing, okay? So I have taken a lot of questions, so not taking any more questions right now. But I will tell you just one thing, okay? And the one thing is, you will always see two types of people on social media. One, and you can just type yes if you agree to it, okay? One type of people are the people who say that ads and all is like very very simple. And for example, Facebook ad is such a simple thing to do. It's super predictable. And they are like the other side of the equation, the second side of the equation. And people like Facebook ads are like, they are so tough. I don't know. Whenever I run it, I lose money. Have you seen it? There is no middle path. It's either this or this. Think about it. And now just think about it. Why exactly that is the reason? I mean, how can exactly for the same topic, there are two different extremes? Jayashri is saying tough for me. No, it is not tough for anybody. It's just that we have not identified, most importantly, we have not yet identified the right offer. See, if you have a bad offer, and even if that is seen by millions of people, nobody is still going to buy it because that's a bad offer. I don't feel like paying money for this offer because you always have to think like a customer. As a customer, would you yourself pay for that? And don't look at it from the point of view of emotional about being it your own product. Always look at it from the point of view of being very neutral. That when you look at that sales page, when you look at that content, when you look at what, because don't look at it from the point of view that I know what is going to be delivered. No, 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 that does not make sense. What you know is going to be delivered, is that exactly reflected on your sales page? Because your customers don't know. If your customers don't see the value that is given on the sales page, that is because that's what they are seeing, so they're not going to pay for it. Facebook ad actual is something which is very very simple. It's just a series of steps: step 1, step 2, step 3. Facebook ads is not the real magic. Your actual funnel, your actual offer that you are creating, that is the real magic, right? So you can have a totally bad ad, you can have think about it. Think about it again. Look at the timing of COVID, okay? What is the offer? Offer is oxygen mask. Offer is oxygen mask, okay? Now, anytime near your medical shop, a new oxygen mask will come. It will always sell. Why? Because the offer is good as per the timing. And the same offer will keep lying down over there for years and nobody will buy. It is again, it at the end of the day, it is the offer that does the job for you. So a bad offer, right, will never work. A good offer, even with the bad ad, with the bad funnel, it will work. Because as a customer, I feel the value and I can see the value in it. That okay, I am paying X amount and I'm getting 10x the value out of this. People, are you able to get the difference? Yes. Pranali, you can reach out to our support team on help@flexifunnels.com. Okay, this is the support portal email ID, and you can reach out over here, and they can help you with the access in case you lost it. So just mention that this is the email ID with which I purchased, and they can help you with the access. Okay. My ebook content is from my personal experience. Can I give it to the custom GPT before it researches? As my end goal is to have, I mean, joy you can create with the help of custom GPT, and then you can put in your own set of experiences as well, right? I see some digital products for 199 or 499, so we need to price the same. You can always price it in the same range. Start with the most proven range, and then before you begin experimenting. Okay. No, no, Preeti. So give my topic. Preeti, okay, so people, everybody, for the research engine, it's very important that you have web search enabled in your ChatGPT account. So web search has to be enabled, and I feel that the web search is enabled in the paid ChatGPT accounts. Let me just check. Okay, quick Google search says that web search is enabled in the free accounts also. So yeah, I think it should work. Okay. Yeah, yeah, again in 47.99. All of these are price points. See, I want, like I said earlier, we are going to do a topic in which, so see, this is a 6 week live masterclass, not 2 week live masterclass. Our next session is about funnels. Our next session is about ads. And then we are going to do a session on monetization. And monetization session, I'm going to cover a lot of these topics in detail, right? And maybe we will just jumble up a few topics here and there. Yes, Abdul. Aniket, watch the last session replay. Okay. Okay. Nice. So then let's start experimenting with the bump offers and all. And you are doing the sales in your own niche, so you can also offer to them your services, right? Shishir, why not? Again, the answer is always why not. If you feel that this is a good idea, just go ahead and implement that, right? Absolutely yes. Can I sell a ebook in regional language? Absolutely yes. And you always have that blue ocean advantage. Preeti, you can just do it in the other tab one more time. It could be some error. Ronak, you should. Okay. So when we typically target the Western market, we typically go for US, UK, Canada, Australia, these four countries to start with. Okay. Okay. All right, people. I'm gonna share this sheet link with you one more time. Okay. And over here, we have added all the GPTs. Go ahead and implement whatever we have done today. As well as this is the session 2 homework link, right? It's very simple. Create a digital product. That's it. And those of you who want to fast track and just launch it, I will simply say yes, go ahead and do it. And if you want to just wait for 6 week live masterclass to happen one by one, you want to do it, then that's totally up to you. But my recommendation is that you just launch it, right? You have timeline nomination, watch the Facebook ads training, just launch it. And you have AI funnel builder, you have AI marketing agents, you will be able to create the sales page, you will be able to create the marketing copies. Just go and launch it, right? All right, all the best. Sojanya, I'm not sure what are you asking. Sojanya, you have already got all the trainings. We need to go through that. I am guiding you right over there. Who else do you need? Just follow all the trainings in the step by step sequence that we are doing. Okay. As of now, for this particular, let's suppose just the faceless products, go through the session one recording, implement what we have covered today, and go through the page builder session, AI marketing agent session, and the Facebook ads training, and just implement all of that. Implementation is the key right over here, right? Punita, I showed you how to find a recording. It's there inside timeline nomination already. In FB, some people will ask, sell the reselling bump product like Insta Reels or something. Totally up to you, Ashwini. All right, all right. I'm gonna see you next session. Bye bye.